What's up guys, it's Destiny Lashay here, and today I'm back with yet another video. What is up y'all, it's Destiny Lashay here. If this is your first time on this channel, if this is your first time seeing this face, welcome. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and become a part of this family we got going on here. If you are a returning subscriber, hello, how you doing? I miss y'all as always. Today's video is going to be kind of a what not to do as a new airman. January 2nd, I hit my 1 year mark in the Air Force. Yes, 1 year in. And I have learned a lot this year, not only through tech school and BMT, but also just being here at my base, at the base I work at. I want to let y'all in on some of the things I've learned what not to do. Yeah, and I've definitely done all of these things. So I'm not judging anyone or trying to shame anyone or trying to act like I'm better than anyone. This is the things that I have done and I've learned to, you know, get better at, habits that I'm cutting out. Oh yeah, Happy New Year by the way, y'all. But anyways, go ahead and check out my last video, which was my BMT Q&A. There's a lot of good stuff in there. It's a long video, but like if you watch all the way through, you'll be prepared. You'll be ready for BMT. So go check that out. If you guys are interested, keep on watching, but I'm about to hop right into this video. Okay, so the first thing I've learned since being here at my base is to not procrastinate on getting your CDC training and your on-the-job training done. If you don't know what CDCs are, those are basically once you graduate tech school, you are a level 3, and then once you finish your CDCs, you automatically go up to a 5 level. So I'm working at becoming a 5 level. I'm almost done. I procrastinated way too long. I'm not overdue. They're pretty easy. You could probably get them done in like a month or 2 if you really like want to. Yeah, don't procrastinate on those. And then on the job training is kind of like the same thing. That means you're able to do your job enough without having someone watch over you completely. So like your CDCs are more like your Air Force studies, what you need to know to be in your AFSC, and then the on-job training is what you actually need to know how to do in your shop, in your physical shop every day. The Air Force, the way they have their training set up, it's pretty tedious. Like you have to make checkpoints every day. Like you can get them knocked out pretty fast, but it's easy to get, you know, lazy. Just get it out of the way, and then you can start school, do whatever else you need to do. Yes, that's my first tip, is to not procrastinate on your training. My second tip is don't stay in your room all the time. I know you go to your first base, it's kind of different than going to tech school because you get there at different periods of time. Like you don't go with a big group. So it's kind of sometimes hard to find groups of friends to hang out with right away. But it's really important to get out of your room because you don't want to stay cooped up. That's how you get in a bad mindset. Like you want to get out, experience, live life. You're in the Air Force, yeah, you might be tired after work, but make an effort to go out maybe like once a week, twice a month, something like that. Stay involved. Don't isolate yourself. Make sure you have good people surrounding you, people to talk to. Also, if you feel like you don't know how to meet people or make friends, a good way to do that is to volunteer. That's how I kind of started making friends. There are plenty of volunteer events, plenty of organizations and the groups you can join within the Air Force. Talk to your leadership, talk to like the chaplain. There's so many things you can get involved in that help you get out if you don't know how to make friends or find things to do on the weekends. Number 3 is do not stop going to the gym. So depending on what shop you're put in once you get to your base, they may or may not require you to go to PT. My shop, if you're on day staff, you have PT once a week. If you're on the 12-hour shifts, which is what we have in my shop, you're not necessarily required to go to PT. They give you 3 hours out of the week to go to PT. If you want to take those, they don't watch over you. Me, myself, I had surgery a couple months ago and I was not allowed to work out. So I have, been out of the gym for about 2 months, but I'm about to get back in there. That's one of my 2020 resolutions. Don't stop going to the gym because whether you have to take your PT test every 6 months or every year, it's gonna come around and you're gonna wish working out because now I have to force myself to run this 1.5 miles and do these push-ups and crunches, and I haven't worked out in a year. So yeah, don't stop going to the gym. Eat healthy as much as you can. And yeah, don't stop going to the gym. So my next one is don't party too hard, especially if you are underage. Yeah, Don't be drinking alcohol if you're under 21, especially not in the dorm. I've had friends who have gotten articles for underage drinking. Also, if you are of age, don't be drunk driving, you know, because we have Ubers and Lyfts, and then we even have this taxi thing on base called, what is it called? Against drunk driving. It's people who volunteer to go and pick up people who have been drinking and feel like they can't get back to base on their own. All you gotta do is text them, call them, and they'll come pick you up, and it's free of charge. That's also another volunteer opportunity if you want to be a driver. Just don't party too hard, you know? You want to get involved, you want to make friends, you want to have fun and enjoy the city, town, base you're at. But we are in the Air Force, we do have rules and standards we have to uphold. We don't want to go out looking crazy or, you know, get ourselves in trouble and ruin our career, whatever you plan on doing with your life later on. So yeah, have fun, but don't be stupid. So my next one is don't forget your rank. I put this down there. I see a lot of things myself with your leadership and like people who are above you. It can be pretty relaxed and, you know, you're cool with them, joke with them, but sometimes I've seen people cross the line a little bit. A1C forgets they're talking to a master sergeant. So like you just need to always keep in mind of the rank of the person you're talking to is and your own rank. Be respectful. It's a work environment, not a, you know, unwork environment. Always keep in mind it's a work environment. I'm not saying to be super uncomfortable, stiff, and awkward with your leadership, but just make sure you keep that respect no matter what the conversation is. In BMT, there was a master sergeant who always told us if you want to be that airman who stands out, who gets below the zone, which is when you put on senior airman earlier, it's like 6 months earlier than what you would have. And it's just based off of like volunteering and like standing out. Say if you want to like really be that outstanding airman, even if someone says, don't have to call me sir, don't have to call me, you know, sergeant or whatever, he says always do it anyways, because it just shows them how much you respect them and how you are as a person. So yeah, that was kind of everywhere. Sorry about that. So this is one that I'm learning on my own, and that is don't blow through your money. There's a lot of airmen who get to the first base and they like make a huge purchase and regret it, and it's like not that smart of a decision. There's also airmen like me who, you know, love to eat and go out on the weekends and may spend a little bit more than I need to. I'm learning how to budget and save more. There's a thing called Readiness Center, and they help you with budgeting, and if you want to buy a car, a house, you know, they help with all that kind of stuff. Just keep in mind when you get into the Air Force, yeah, you may be a little bit more comfortable because you have a little steady paycheck coming. As airmen, we are not rich at all, so make sure you are saving, budgeting. Hey, I'm not telling you what to do. If you want to do it, but just keep in mind you may regret it later. Okay, so the last one, the most important one to me personally, is do not get complacent. And that kind of goes along with don't procrastinate on your CDCs, don't splurge, make crazy purchases. Yeah, don't get complacent. Always find something to better yourself, like going to school, which is what I'm trying to do, volunteering as an airman first class, senior airman. Those are like probably the least amount of work we're gonna have to do in these ranks. A lot of leadership have told me like this is the best time to get all of the school you want to get done, get all of the volunteering you want to get done, get all of that other stuff that's gonna make you look better as a person, an airman, on your agenda. Get that on your resume now, because it'll make you look that much better. I remember when I was in college, I felt myself getting super complacent, and like that's something I feel like I'm glad that I experienced, because I am taking what I learned there and applying that lesson to my situation now. Even though I'm in the Air Force and I'm doing something good for myself, I don't want to just be in the Air Force. In 4 years or 3 years, I'm not going to be in the Air Force anymore. I want to be going to school, getting my degree finished now. I want to be investing in your retirement fund. I want to be thinking of other things I can do on the side, like just like this YouTube. Like this is something I'm trying to build. You just want to always make sure you're doing something to better yourself, whether that's volunteering, saving, going to school, getting certifications. Don't let the Air Force be the only thing that you have going for yourself. So yeah, that's a big thing. I hope that some of these tips have maybe motivated you guys and helped you guys. I have had issues with every single thing that I have said on this list. So yeah, I'm not judging anyone. or pointing the finger at anyone. I'm just telling y'all what I've experienced and learned throughout this first year of me being in the Air Force. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, I noticed a lot of comments down there that I sometimes either can't answer or I'm not able to get to fast enough. So if you guys want, feel free to help each other out down there. If you don't see a comment or you feel like, oh, I can help this person out, give this person advice, I know the answer to this question, that would be wonderful. This is a family, I like to always say, but I really do mean it. As we are growing as a channel, I see a lot of you guys just talking to each other and interacting with me and each other, and it's really nice to see because it makes me feel like, yes, this is a channel. We're all here to help each other, to better each other, to encourage each other. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. Just wait a minute. Just wait. This is what I hear every time my air or heat comes on. Like, in order to film a video, I literally have to turn the air or the heat off. So I'm really freezing right now.